Oh, hi, viewer. I saw The Disaster Artist. I have a lot to say about The Last Jedi, and I'd rather spend more time on that video than this one, so I'll keep this brief. James Franco is the best thing about the movie. He goes all out and does a great Tommy Wiseau impression. Dave and James Franco look so alike that when I first saw the poster, I thought James Franco was playing both roles Norbit style. The celebrity intros at the beginning of the film were unnecessary, and the scene comparisons at the end felt self-congratulatory and more like a special feature than something that should be in the actual movie. I appreciate this movie for being an interesting take on the blind ambition filmmaker genre like Ed Wood. This brings me to the film's direction. Tim Burton went the extra mile to make Ed Wood look more like one of Ed Wood's old movies, and the bland cinematic style of The Room wouldn't have been that hard to replicate. Most of the time, The Disaster Artist is shot in this handheld style, which doesn't always work. It could be fine for, say, an outdoor scene where we follow the characters walking down the street or playing football, but not all the freaking time. When we finally do see the in-universe The Room, the recreation they do is pretty spot on, so it makes me think that they could have put more effort into shooting the rest of the movie like that. Do you need to have seen The Room to enjoy The Disaster Artist? Not necessarily, although it'll really help. The film can be enjoyed on its own since it was a pretty funny comedy. I never saw Glenn or Glenda or Plan 9 from Outer Space before seeing Ed Wood, and I still enjoyed that movie. Just so you know, I have seen The Room before seeing this movie though, and it definitely gave me a much greater appreciation for The Disaster Artist. I don't know how accurate this movie is to the book, nor the book to real life, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of the drama in this movie was fabricated just for drama's sake. The one change I really didn't like was the ending. Not really a spoiler, but in the movie, they have the premiere of The Room, and everyone starts laughing at how hilariously bad it is, and at first Tommy is upset, but then Greg tells him that they love it, and he immediately turns around and has a change of heart and embraces the ironic love of the film. I'm sorry, but in real life The Room slowly gained a cult status over several years, and Tommy very slowly realized people were enjoying it not because it was a gripping drama, but because it was an unintentional comedy. Despite its flaws, I still liked it, and if you're a fan of The Room, I'd absolutely recommend you check this out. I give it a 6, maybe a generous 7 out of 10.